Hey guys, I'm here to show you all a Mother's Day look that I created. I think this look is ageless. You can wear it if you are a mother, a daughter, grandmother. It is very soft and romantic and feminine, and it's also very simple, and I think it's perfect for the daytime. I find most Mother's Day celebrations are usually brunch or lunch, so I think a daytime makeup is ideal for Mother's Day makeup. So anyways, let's get started. To prime my skin, I'm going to use Honest Beauty Everything Primer in Glow. I used this primer in my previous video on my bronzy, smoky makeup. Now that I've completed prepping my skin, I am going to put on my foundation, and I like to use tinted moisturizer as a foundation. For my past two videos, I've been using the brand Jouer. They're luminizing moisture tints. In my last two videos, I used two different colors. I used Pearl and Glow. This time will be no exception, and I'm going to use another color. I have self-tanner on right now, and it's darker on my neck than it is on my face. I don't know if you guys experimented with self-tanner and found that it doesn't stay very long on your face. So I'm going to be mixing Glow, which I used in my bronzy smoky video. I'm going to use the color Bronzed, which is new for me. So I'm just going to mix those two on my hand. And I'm going to use a beauty blender. And I'm going to apply that all over my face. Now that I'm done with foundation, I'm going to move on to concealer. Becca in Butterscotch. I used this in my previous video as well. I'm going to take a little bit of that on my ring finger of my non-dominant hand, which for me is my left hand. It's important, if you are going to apply your concealer with your fingers, it's important to take the ring finger of your non-dominant hand because that will apply the most light pressure, and the skin underneath our eyes is very thin and sensitive. So it's really important when you're applying concealer or eye cream or you're taking off your makeup, whatever it is you're doing, that you are being gentle. I wasn't just being so gentle, was I? I'm being gentler than it looks. So we really want to get our concealer all the way kind of up towards our hairline. Not all the way, but just kind of blend it out as you get near there. And also get it right in this crevice in your eye. We want this makeup to really look very complete. In my last video, I was talking about how I sometimes like a Mercier kind of edgy makeup look. That is still true, but this look, I want it to be a little cleaner. So I'm going to be very precise with how I apply my products. I'm now going to use the concealer and apply it all over my eyelids. Okay, next we're going to bake. We're going to put powder underneath our eyes. We do not want our concealer to crease. Since we are wearing this makeup during the day and possibly will be in the sun, our makeup may start to melt, especially where I live. I live in Palm Springs right now. It's like over 100 degrees outside right now, so my makeup, it's going to be hard for my makeup to last all day. But we can take the proper precautions. So I put Mercier translucent powder underneath my eyes. Let that bake a little bit. Next, we're going to start on the eyes. I have Bare Essentials or Bare Minerals, excuse me. I have a cream, pinky, shimmery shadow. It's called Cool Quartz. I'm going to take that. I'm going to use just the brush they give it with and put that on my eyelids. Sorry, I had my mouth open. There's some makeup steps that you literally cannot close your mouth for. putting on mascara. I don't know if any of you guys have tried that. It's like a weird thing where you can't keep your mouth closed. I'm going to take a Real Techniques base shadow brush and just blend that right in. You can also take a deluxe concealer brush by Real Techniques. I've been using this brush in my last 2 videos to blend out any harsh lines. This is like my go-to blending brush. If you guys picked up on that, but I love that brush so much. Okay, next we are going to use MAC Burgundy ×9. I have used this palette in my last 2 videos. A theme in my makeup tutorials is reusing products. I think it's sort of unrealistic for women or men to watch videos where the bloggers use 30 products and then in the next video use 30 different products, and you don't know what to buy and what's worth the investment. So for me, I'm making a commitment to use as much as possible the same products. So I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette once again for the 3rd time. It's so beautiful, and it can create endless looks, really. So we are going to take this color down here. I used this in my first video, and I had a hard time pronouncing it. Haux, H-A-U-X. I actually looked it up, and it's a French word. And I don't even, how did they pronounce it? It was like, oh. Like, it didn't even sound anything like it's spelled. But I also was thinking, like, the closest word to that we use is faux, right? F-A-U-X. So I'm just going to call it my Haux color. I'm going to take my same Real Techniques base shadow brush. I'm going to use the other side. And I am going to apply that. I'm going to kind of get it on the tip, actually. Dust it off, and I'm going to put that right in the crease. I also wanted to mention that I found you guys some drugstore alternatives to this Bare Minerals cream shadow. This one costs $17, but if that is out of your price range or just not how you want to spend your money, which I totally get, we should not be spending all of our money on makeup. I'm saying that to me, especially. I saw on Walgreens.com, Revlon has a color called Praline, and it's $6.99, and it looked very similar to this. And Lime Crime, they're actually having a sale on their website, and for $10 they have one that's called Rose Gold. So you don't have to buy this one if you like this look, and really for most of the makeup I'm using, there are drugstore alternatives, and as often as possible I will help you guys find them. Alright, our next step is I want to lighten up the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here, and I am going to, and what is it called? Let's see here. Honeylust. I'm going to take this on a flat brush. You can use any flat brush. This is Bdellium Tools. I've had it forever. I don't even know the number, but I will Google it afterwards and put it in the caption. But really any flat brush works. You could even use your ring finger, our trusty ring finger. So I'm going to take that and apply that right just there, a little bit in the inner corner, just to spice up the look. Is that the right word for what I'm doing? So you guys, now this is a step that I don't know if all moms would do. Like I know my mom, for example, she doesn't love like makeup that's too shimmery. So I don't know if really all moms would do this, but also some moms might love shimmery makeup, so who knows. But this step is optional. I just really like it though. You're just gonna go back with your blending brush. I'm gonna use a Bdellium Tools blending brush this time actually. And I am just gonna blend that ever so slightly. I will include the number of this brush as well. I actually, again, this is such an old brush. I had to fix it today. I put Gorilla Tape around it. I love it. I don't want to get rid of it, but it keeps falling apart. Okay. Now we're going to take our KKW Beauty highlighter stick in number 2, product I used in my last video. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. Now we are going to move on to mascara. I only applied my mascara to my top lashes, and I used Laura Mercier Caviar Volume, which I've also used in my last 2 videos. Love this mascara. Okay, now onto brows. That's why I was holding this. Lancôme Sable. Used this in my last video. It's kind of my go-to eyebrow pencil, quite honestly. I just sharpened it, so it's giving me a little more definition over here. Going to take a brow spoolie. Brush right through those. So this will blend the product in so you don't have any harsh lines, and also help shape your brows if you have a particular shape that you want. I leave mine in their natural shape typically. Kind of like them brushed up, but okay, now that I've completed my eyes, I'm going to take a Real Techniques powder brush. I'm going to sweep off that powder we put underneath our eyes, my eyes. If you're doing this with me, then our eyes. Okay, next thing we are going to do is blush. Nudestix in the Nude. Used this in my last 2 videos. I love it. It's kind of my favorite product right now, blush-wise. I'm going to blend that in with the other side. Okay, we're going to bronze now. I have Soleil Tan de Chanel. I used this in my bronzy makeup video. Bare Essentials Full Flawless brush. You can use this for blush too. Powder, cream, whatever you want. Mix that in there. And just bronze away. Time to do our lips. Going to use Ulta Dual Lip Liner. One side is rose, one side is dusty mauve. In my last video I used the rose side. I'm going to trace my lip, line my lip with the rose, and then I'm going to fill in with the dusty mauve. So I ended up not loving how the dusty mauve looked as a lipstick. So instead I took this Becca lip gloss, Liquid Crystal Lip Topper Glow Gloss, and I put that in the center of my lip just to highlight it. When you take a gloss that's like shimmery and lighter than your lip color, you put it in the center, it gives the illusion that you have larger lips. So if that's something you're into, I suggest that technique. Last but not least, we're going to take our KKW Beauty highlight stick. We're going to take the shimmery side and put a little bit in our Cupid's bow, just to add to that effect. Alright guys, that is the final finished product. I hope you all enjoyed that video and learned something that you can use. And I wish you all a very happy and beautiful Mother's Day. I'll see you guys later.